Hello everyone, myself Khushi. I am a law student in IME Law College and I am here as a legal intern in very reputed law firm LEXIS and Company. So guys, today our topic is the contempt of court. The so let's begin with with the introduction of this topic, that what is the contempt of court. Contempt of court is an offense of disobedience and disrespectful towards the court of law, and also misbehave with the authority of justice, like a member of court, judges and advocate, and any other staff of which is belonging to the court, and we can say, or do not follow the order of a court, or including in the contempt of court. Contempt of court, in other words, we can say disrespectful towards the legal authority, do not follow the orders of a court, and misbehave with the judges and advocate or other staff which is belonging to law of court. So, that what is the history of the contempt of court? So we will discuss here. As we all know, the legal profession or law was established by the Britishers. When Britishers was came in our India, into our India, then they introduced a legal system in our country. At the time, the kings had so many responsibilities. So the representative who was judges to solve the legal matters, then direct approach to the king. The order of judges like a order of king at that time. If no one obey or disrespect the order of the court or judges who are the representative of king, then it means they did not follow the order of a king. This offense was came under the contempt of court, which was also punishable at that time. For example, in 1613, a person who was throw a stone on a judge, then they was punishable under the contempt of court. His head was cut and hang in front of court. They was like a sign that disrespectful towards the legal authority was a heinous crime against the court. Firstly, this act was made in 1926 by Britishers, which was revised in 1952 and amended in 1977 after the independence, which followed till now. Now we will discuss that what is the meaning and definition of contempt of court. Contempt of court is defined as an act or omission calculated to interfere with the due to the administration of justice. Contempt means a lack of respect for something, willful disobedience or open disrespectful of the court and judges. The contempt of court is the disobedience of court by the acting in opposition of the authority, justice and justice and dignity. Then what we will discuss that what is the purpose of the contempt of court. To keep administration of justice fair, to protect from the contempt. Jurisdiction is inherent in a court of a record from every nature of court itself. So they are the two purpose of the of court. Is the dimension of contempt of court derived to the personal liberty and drive to the freedom of expression. A conflict between freedom of speech in the constitution versus need to be safeguard the status and the dignity of a court in trust and administration of justice. The dignity of the court, it maintained at all court. The contempt jurisdiction, which is a special nature, should be used. Now we are going to discuss a very important part of this topic, the types of contempt of court. In our India, after the amendment in 1971, there are the two types of contempt of court present in India. First is a civil contempt and second is a criminal contempt. So we will discuss one by one. Civil contempt. According to the section 2B of the Contempt of Court Act 1971, civil contempt means a willful disobedience of any judgment, decree, direction, order, writ or other process of court, a willful breach of understanding of the court, it is known as the civil contempt. Essentials of the civil contempts: disobedience of any judgment, decree, direction, writ, or other process of the court. There should be a decision of valid order constitute contempt of court. And orders includes all kinds of judgment, disobeyed of decree, direction, writ, or other process of court of or understanding given to the court, all the amount of the contempt of court. So they are the essential of the civil contempt. Now second contempt is the criminal contempt. According to the section 2 clause 1 of the Contempt of Court Act 1971, the criminal contempt means publication, uh, dispublication, whether of by words spoken, written, or sign, or by visual representation of otherwise of any matter, or by doing of any other act, it is known as a criminal contempt according to this section, according to this act. Essentials of the criminal contempt: publication of any matter, scandalize the lower court authority, interference with due to the court of any judicial proceeding, interfering with the administration of justice in any matter. It is including in the criminal contempt of court. Now, what is the publication of any matter? The words publication has been give a very wide meaning so far as the contempt of court concerned with the individual words spoken, written, signs, visualized representation, including in a publication. It is also include the publication of any material within a newspaper, magazine, or any broadcasting of any material in a radio, TV, cinema, etc. They are includes in a publication. If the court are asking to that this matter is not published in a media, if anyone going against it and publish it publicly, then they are including in a criminal contempt of court. Next is the scandalizing the lower authority. Scandalizing might be may first and in a various ways in a substance. It is an attack on individual judges. A particular court has the hold with or the without the reference of a particular case by casting unwanted and defamatory character and ability of the judges is also scandalized on the lower authority. And prejudice and interference or the tend to interference with the due to the course of any judicial proceeding. Interference or tend to be interference with the or obstruct or tend to be obstruct to achieve the of the justice in any other manner. The all are including in the scandalize the lower authority. Now, what is the punishment which was which is decided in this act? So, according to the act, contempt of court may be punished with the simple imprisonment or for a term which may be extend to 6 months, or a fine, or a both. With the may extend if subsequently conviction that they will extend the 2000 rupees or with both. So this is all about the contempt of court. In this video, I will try to explain this topic. If you have any question regarding to the contempt of court, then you have to ask me in a comment box and I will give my best to answer it. So hope you like my video, and a very thank you to all to watching this video.